Oh, new items unlocked in the gallery? Oh, contains spoilers. I'm getting out of here. Oh my god, Miles, he's just like me for real, for real. Alright, Turnabout Airlines. Worst name of an airline. Beetle just all the time as a kid. I had no idea main characters die on the bridge. Just didn't grasp it. I don't think I understood that either. Thinking back, everything began on that fateful day 2 days ago. Yeah, so the murder at the office. Oh my god, he's having flashbacks of that already. Nairo, I bet you're wondering how I got here. 2 days earlier, I fucking died. Just kidding. Wait, speaking of dying, what if Miles died and he's like Beetlejuice? Not Beetlejuice, but the characters in it. Go You. Okay, Go You is way better than Turnabout Airlines. It's the only airline where your destination is your origin. Go You actually pushes you forward. Thank you for flying Go You Airlines. We are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. We are asking all passengers to please return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts. Say Edgeworth 3 times to summon him. Edgeworth, Edgeworth, Edgeworth! There's been a murder! And is it him? Here lies. Is he the variant in the plane? Look at him. I mean, I shouldn't laugh. He's not dead. That's clearly a wine bottle or ketchup bottle or whatever the fuck the translation's gonna end up being. But he's so sprawled out. Damn, look at these sprites. Oh, it's so smooth. You see? Oh my god. Oh my god. There's so much detail. I feel that is the most animated we've ever seen Miles. Because even in the anime, like, the anime is very stiff. The fact that, like, he was... That's kind of blowing my mind a little bit. I'm so used to seeing him be, like, two-dimensional, but now... Hello, Miles. Why do I feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare? 6:13. Oh no, it's happening. 6:13, huh? Guess I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Slight turbulence indeed. What about Zoidberg? That statue looks like Zoidberg's race. Oh, they do look like tentacles. Is that supposed to be a beard? Even the statue. Well, they're like doing this. Here lies Ugo Hughes. Did he die in the bathroom? This is an airplane. Well, you guys have to remember, Miles is a rich. He's pretty rich, so only rich people can afford airplanes like this. The only rich people can afford Go You Airlines. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. For your safety, we ask that you return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt. He's like, hurry up already. Rich from planting fake evidence. That's true. Edgeworth, see, now that you're a changed man and you don't plant fake evidence anymore, what are you thinking about doing with your riches? I suppose turbulence is to be expected on a flight. Though admittedly, I'm less than comfortable with anything resembling earthquakes. He doesn't like earthquakes. Oh, oops. Stop being so animated, Miles. What's this? A travel wallet? But it's not mine. How did someone else's travel wallet wind up in my pocket? Maybe somebody put it there. Are we on that line of reasoning? My head. Why won't this headache go away? I'll take care of this travel wallet later. Or hand it off to an attendant. But it's like covered in blood or wine. Ugh! From earthquake-like turbulence to an elevator. Wait, there's an elevator? I thought that was a bathroom. There's an elevator in the plane? Okay, this is not a plane. Yeah, I put my wallet there so he would bring it to me. That's the strat. Oh, oops. Oh my god, Miles, you're so kind returning it to me. What if he stole from me, though? He stole like $20. It's Sammy with so many frames. I know, I'm not ready. Oh, from earthquake, like turbulence. Oh. What am I doing hesitating like this? Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. It was when I was still but a young child. Are we gonna get a trauma dump? Yep, here we go. I'm just kidding. Miles, you can trauma dump as much as you want. I was caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator. Not just any murder. It's your dad, man. But how long am I gonna let my past haunt me? It's just an elevator. I'm a grown man now. I need to behave like one. You can do it, Miles. Oh, shit. What the? Wow. Miles, that'll teach you to behave like a grown man. Every time you do, there's a dead body shows up. Who is that? What the? What in the world happened? Oh no. Is there something wrong, sir? I must ask that you please return to your seat. Eek! Great. Now she thinks that I killed him. He's dead! Please calm down. We mustn't jump to conclusions without all the facts. Oh shit, they brought the jury here? What's wrong? Did something happen? You murderer! What? No! You have it all wrong. It wasn't me. Joke is ruined forever. Who is this guy? He looks like he doesn't really belong here. He's already got his flotation devices on. Look at Miles at the bottom. No, he's tied up! Everyone, I am sorry to interrupt, but I have an important announcement. I am one of your flight attendants today, Rhoda Teneiro. Unfortunately, we have just had a minor accident on this flight. Look at it. I wish I could get rid of the text just to look at him. Is the judge on the flight too? I know, I'm waiting to see him. An accident? Don't treat us like we're stupid. I caught a glimpse and it was a murder. That's a huge ass law book. Well, it's just really, really big font, Billy. What? Murderer? What's going on with this flight? Everyone, please calm down. There's no reason to panic. What else has he got there? He's got his chest set for some reason. Who's he playing with? He's got his tea. Click the right stick. I don't have a right stick. I have a mouse. This flight will stay on course and make its scheduled landing. We are still currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence. So until we are out of this area of turbulence, I ask that you please remain seated. But someone was killed, right? I mean, it was the killer. Let me off. You're on a plane. Please, there's no need to feel threatened. It's probably her. I think it's her. We have already apprehended the culprit. No! I asked that everyone please remain calm. He's even trying to take control even when he's tied up. What the heck is he talking about? Why should we remain calm? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor and I assure you I'm not the killer. Ah, being a prosecutor doesn't make you capable of murder, buddy. Now you listen here. I'm not the killer. I simply found the body. I need to keep this. Yeah, what's the button to get rid of the UI? Does anyone know on keyboard? Hey, thank you. Oh my god. Miles in his glory. It's just so funny. So you say, however, I'm sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime. I swear on my honor as a professional flight attendant. This is really unfair because she's the only witness, but she didn't like see it. Also, there's a mess over there. I cannot wait to inspect this place. He's like the lady in Murder, She Wrote. Somehow always stumbles into shit. Well, okay, remember, this is 2 days before he saw a murder in his own office. And so, like, even on the way to that murder, there was a murder. Like, on the plane. Like, we were worried about him being jet-lagged, trying to solve the murder. But he's, like, already dealing with the stress of it and everything. I feel so bad for him. Oh, is that right? I know what I saw. There's even very strong incriminating evidence to back me up. What kind of incriminating evidence is she talking about? What, incriminating to me? God, look how cool he looks. It's okay, Miles. He can't walk 2 steps without seeing another murder. I know, and he's accused of this one. This way, he also, like, almost got accused of the one in his office, because, like, before Gumshoe did. But 2 murders in a row, they all look like he did it. He conveniently found the body for both of them. I'm starting to think we're being gaslit. This is like a heavy rain situation. Miles really did kill these people, but he's just really good at covering it up. And the player, us, have no idea. Yeah, this, oh my god, the guy at the lower left. I didn't even notice him. He is so excited to eat. Alright, what kind of incriminating evidence is she talking about? We've already alerted the proper authorities at our destination. Until we land, you will remain in our custody by the power vested in our captain. I'm very sorry, but please understand our situation. Your situation? I'm more concerned with mine, and the direction it's going in. I'm not about to just sit idly while I get accused of murder. Miss Teneiro, isn't it? Yes. She looks cool. I was wondering if you might give me a chance. A chance to do what? A chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask what you meant by incriminating evidence just now. To accuse a passenger of such grave crime without allowing him to give a proper defense. Can the professional flight attendant inside of you really call this action righteous? I don't really think she cares. Yeah, that's smug face. She totally did it. I don't know her. I don't remember this case at all other than it being on a plane. But I think she did it. Yes, Oliver? So he's making noises. You have a point. Very well. I'll listen to what you have to say. But be wary of what you reveal. I'm afraid you'll only look even more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have the time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick. Of course, as you wish. Damn. Good. Very well then. Let's get started. I know for a fact I didn't kill that man in the elevator. What I don't know is what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve. Oh, but she's like an eyewitness. She's like, I saw you. But I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred. The fact that she was conveniently there when we discovered the body, that's not a coincidence. This tea's really hot. It feels nice though, because I woke up with a sore throat and I feel fine now. But I'm gonna really need some tea to carry me through this playthrough. She's gonna get decimated. She has no idea who she's fucking with right now, exactly. What Miss Teneiro saw. That was my own spin on it. I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain you are the killer. Certain. The scene I saw in front of the elevator. It was you, standing there, with fresh blood dripping off the murder weapon. That wasn't a murder weapon, that's the wallet we were holding. So if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land. That's it? That's her evidence? I don't think you could ask for more perfect witness testimony. It was terrible. It was terrible witness. I just noticed her hair are just squares. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it. Yeah, the fact that it wasn't the murder weapon. Should I just skip ahead? I do like pressing because I like hearing what they say. But I think I already know, but just to show the wallet. I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain you are the killer. Oh wait, I have to press.
Hold it!
Hold it! Tell me, what exactly puts the pro in professional flight attendant for you? Well, it means we are very professional about how we take care of our passengers. Services like fetching papers and responding to calls are done with speed and accuracy. I can assure you that I give testimonies with the same level of professionalism. But I'm sure you have already realized that by now, right? It's a bit hard to appreciate your professionalism when I'm the one under suspicion. And there you have it. My professional testimony is accurate and reliable. I know, I want to see what her hair looks like. Is it like a pyramid pile?
Hold it!
You certainly seem sure of yourself. She bows too? What are you bowing for? Of course, a professional flight attendant can't afford to make mistakes after all. Perhaps. But you must admit there are a few who can look at a murder with a clear mind. Delete your chats. Yeah, stop doxing yourself, Sarah. What's wrong with you? We attendants all go through extensive training and are always calm and collected. Calm and collected. We'll even calmly serve you coffee. What's with these people, like, pushing around the word calm as often as they do? If you so wish, as the plane makes a splashdown, I fail to see how that would be the calm and rational thing to do in emergency. Even until the bitter end, we are there to serve the passengers. That is the duty of all professional flight attendants. You certainly are confident. Anyway, shall we return to your testimony? I know, they're like freaking rambling about other things. The scene I saw in front of the elevator. Hold it! Yes, what did you see in front of the elevator? Okay, that's what I was just about to tell you, Mr. Edgeworth. Framed by the elevator doors and bathed in the light coming from within. Alright, we're getting to the suspicious one. It was you, standing there with fresh blood dripping off the murder weapon.
Hold it!
The murder weapon, dripping with blood. Really now? I swear that was the grisly scene I saw before me. Thank goodness it wasn't a passenger who saw it. Or that'd be widespread panic by now. She's kind of already causing that. As I recall, you were quite panicked yourself at the time. Excuse me? You were scared enough to misread the situation and accuse me of murder. Nonsense! Professional flight attendants cannot afford to be that flustered. I witnessed the murder scene. I'm now listening to your defense, all with a smile. Oh my god, her face! Yeah, uh-huh. Apparently you also lie with a smile on your face. Alright, so would you please just cooperate? Ma'am? You're full of shit. That's not no murder weapon. That ain't no
Objection!
dang murder weapon. That smile. He's so confident. Miss Teneiro. What is with the yelling all of a sudden? Force of habit. Stupid face. He's just used to yelling in a courtroom. Well, it doesn't matter. Miss Teneiro, you say you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood. Is that correct? Yes. All that blood. Drip, drip, drip. Just recalling that scene sends a chill down my spine. Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you. Oh wait! Gumshoe's here with the music. Dun up dun dun. What? I'd like to direct your attention to this. Wow, your hands are tied. Do you know what this is? It's a travel wallet, right? The bangs flip. I was hoping like her ponytail would like separate or something. Looks like a drill. Oh my god, does it do drill stuff later? But it looks a little big and bulky. The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was this very travel wallet, Miss Teneiro. What? Impossible. Now then, do you still think I'm the killer? That I killed him with the travel wallet? Look at her. No, but look, she is okay, I don't think she's a killer. She is falling apart. I saw blood dripping from the wallet. I know I did. As you can see, this wallet is clearly stained. But if you'd be so kind as to take a whiff. I think you'd agree it's only grape juice. What? Miles' aura, when he presents evidence, is so strong her bangs flew upwards. I'm jealous. I mean, what? Ah, then... That's right. You mistook grape juice for blood. The murder weapon dripping with blood does not, in fact, exist. No! There, that should clear up the pesky accusation. Hold it? Oh, her. Wait just a second. That is... I mean, even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around something heavy. What? I demand that you show me what's inside, please. She's trembling, and the tacked on please at the end sounds like I've got her. I've got her to do what? She's clearly just... like... hysterical. There's no need to look inside. Even you can tell from its appearance that it's light. No, I can't be sure of anything. I see the contents of the wallet for myself. He's a persistent one. I suppose we have no choice but to see what's inside. I want to see what's inside. Miss Teneiro, if you'd be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me. Alright. I usually don't pry into passengers' belongings, but we have no choice here. Can we open it? Open it! I opened it, Leon. What's that? Virginia passport. Seems that the passport is all that's in here. As you saw, there was nothing but a passport inside. No money, no... This renders your wallet was the murder weapon argument moot. I know that was so 3D. I'm so impressed. Does she think there's a brick of lead in it? I don't know what she was expecting, because she's just like... She could be, like, wrapped around something heavy. Like, what's heavy enough to be put into a wallet that's still gonna do damage? Because, like, wallets are pretty... like, padded, you know? Wouldn't you agree? Hold it! Please hear me out, Mr. Edgeworth. What is it now? Well, I was wondering, whose passport is it exactly? Why does it matter? It's not the murder weapon. She's gonna be like, oh, it's cake guy? Well, that changes everything. Can I take a look? Why not? I'm rather curious myself. Oh my god! It's the guy who got killed. He looks like Byakuya in Danganronpa, but like older. Or Dimitri in Fire Emblem. Like, partially both of them. Byakuya is Akbi Hicks! Oh! This is just as I thought. This travel wallet belonged to Mr. Akbi Hicks, which makes it the victim's property. Picked up off the floor in front of the elevator. There's but a passport inside. You stole the victim's wallet! Didn't you? How dare you! You said it yourself. Byakuya Hicks. Akbi is just short for Byakuya, yeah. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you. Perhaps I did misconstrue the wallet for the murder weapon. But it seems that I wasn't wrong about who the culprit is. Then what's the murder weapon? We're just standing there. This woman sucks. Oh my god, why am I rebuttaling with her? Miles, you're better than this. Miss Teneiro's logic. As you claim, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks' money, weren't you? What money? Well, I guess that's why there's no money in it. Because I could have stolen it. Yeah, you know, maybe. So even though I didn't have the murder weapon on me, you still suspect me, I see. You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hands. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect you of foul play? What is with this twitch? Is this like our first day on a job and she's just like taking her job too seriously? I wouldn't care. I'd be like, alright, well, we'll worry about this when the plane lands. Switching from murder weapon to motive. What even is our evidence? Miss Teneiro's logic. As you claim, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. Okay, we already claimed that. However, it is something you stole. How could I have stole it? You think I stole it? Yes, I'm very sorry to say it, and I wouldn't usually be so rude, but it must be said. I never thought I'd see the day, but here I am calling a passenger a thief. Maybe I should put on a serious face and say it more directly. I believe you removed the wallet from the victim's personage. Same, Sparks. Why would a guy murder on a plane just to take money from a wallet? She's not very smart. Maybe because they're like, there's nowhere to go. I don't know. He's dead now. It really doesn't matter how you phrase it. What I'd like to know is why you think I stole Mr. Hicks' wallet. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive is very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks' money, weren't you?
Hold it!
He's so mad. You think I was after his money? Wait a minute. Where'd you get that cockamamie idea from? Edgeworth, are you 90 years old? Wait a minute. But this plane is like very clearly for rich people, so why would Edgeworth even need to steal money unless that's how he got rich? I'd be insulted too, right? Cockamamie. True, you are also a passenger in first class, but yes, thank you, I'm rich as fuck. I thought something was off about you in those deeply etched lines on your forehead. It's because he's stressed. She's so judgmental. He's stressed. They're not lines. They're perfectly normal and a part of my natural face. Why is this conversation so screenshot worthy? I don't think I've ever met someone with such a terrible countenance on a flight before. Miles, you don't have to take this from her. Hey, you know what, Miles? How about you actually do commit a murder and we'll just turn a blind eye? She's the only evidence or witness, just kill her. No one else clearly gives a shit about the fact there's a murder here. He's the ancient age of 26, right? That's when it hit me. You have the face of someone with money trouble. Where is this coming from? She really is making a fool of herself pursuing this line of logic. I should spare her and present the piece of evidence that contradicts her testimony. Is it the fact that there's no money in it? Hold on, what do we even have? We have my badge, the wallet, crime scene notes, the Sky magazine, details, meals, ooh, movies. What kind of movies? This doesn't tell me anything. Flight itinerary, meals, drinks, movie. Was this only from like 6 to 8 there's a movie? Well, this plane sucks. Thought it might be Die Hard, but I have no idea what's going on with that shirt. I don't know. It's like a, I guess it's a tank top, but it looks like a toga. This is one movie. This plane is really bad. So there's only drinks every like 4 hours or 6 hours. 6 to 4 hours. Thank God they feed these people. This plane sucks. For as much money as we're spending. Okay, so the money's right here. Alright, bitch. If you thought I was gonna steal his money, then why don't I have it? Okay, if I was taking his money, then why don't I have it?
Objection!
Objection! I wonder if I might get a word in, Miss Teneiro. What is it now? Miss Teneiro. I wonder if you noticed the contradiction within your own testimony. What are you talking about now? Oh, I didn't say now. It was originally Go You in Japanese. They changed to I Fly in English and de-espionage. Oh, that's cool. Okay, well then I'm glad they made it back more similar. Why'd they change to I Fly then? That's so silly. Indoor skydiving place? I don't know. I don't know anything. I like Go You though. It's simply impossible that the motive for this murder was monetary theft. One glance at the crime scene should have told you that. What about the scene? What about the scene would prove that the motive of the murder was not the money? The fact that there's money everywhere? Which one do I pick? Here, which one looks the most high value? Probably this one. Wait, can I... Oh.
Take that!
The money! I may direct your attention to the things strewn all over the floor. Oh, the things! Those things! That's right. The floor is covered in bills and coinage. By your rationale, these were the very things the killer was after. Ah! I think we can assume that the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with his killer. And I would think that the killer would have noticed something like money scattering everywhere. Furthermore, as you can see, there was no effort made by the killer to gather the money. She thought they were bookmarks. But the wallet...
Objection!
Objection! Ah, yes, the wallet! You will also recall that the only thing in it was Mr. Hicks's passport. Ah. Yeah, he's so rich he refers to $100 bills as things. Fuck you, Miles. If you are really insisting that it was a crime based on greed, then you're claiming that it was all for an empty travel wallet. I hope her hair falls apart. It's just her stupid little bangs. Forgive me, please! Oh my god. What, is that the jury? Well, who's this? Hey, what the heck? Are you saying the attendant's wrong? So that guy isn't the killer? Don't believe it, everyone. It's a trick. No. Will you all please be quiet? Oh my god, they actually listened to him. We had a whole audience. I think it's just everyone on the plane. But oh my god, Edgeworth, surprisingly, like, despite he's in, like, tied by rope right now. He probably feels more in control than he does in court, where the judge has to be the one to be order, order. It can be him now. Miss Teneiro. Yes? You lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus the lounge was dark and looking into the light from the elevator. It's easy to see how you mistook the wallet in my hand for the murder weapon. I take no offense that you thought I was the killer. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, help me. Thank you for releasing me. Aww. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's speaking in symbols. Hieroglyphics. What is it now? Is this... This seems a little... A little much. Miss Teneiro, if you could please translate, I'd be much obliged. Can you translate hieroglyphics? Sounds like Virginian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight who... I said that he's giving the runabout. What voice do I use for him? It's gonna be bad. Whatever I pick. Oh, he speaks English just well. See, does he? Is he supposed to have an accent? I'm just gonna talk normal. I don't know. I can't. I gotta save my voice. Thank you. Alright. I don't require an interpreter. I speak English just well, see? You, the attendant. Oh, he does the pointing too. The hand on the back. Yes, sir? I want this person to be under the arrest until we arrive at the airport. Oh, Australian? I can't do Australian. What is he doing? He's touching his he's just like me. He's angrily petting his statues. When Edgeworth looked at him like that. I'm sorry, sir, but what exactly are you hoping for? What is it you want? I am finished talking to the likes of you. Please, I would like to hear what you would like me to be held under arrest until we land. His face is red. How dare you try to waste my time? I'll give him a southern accent. Miles, you were the one who stuck your nose into my affairs. Can I give him a cake Kona? I want to spend even at least one more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are. I see through you. Insolvent. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it in English. Well, I should hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt, but I don't think that's what you meant. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name. Oh, here we go. I am Zinc LeBlanc II. I am very wealthy man in the Virginia. Alright, Zinc LeBlanc. LeBlanc? But nerd, yeah, we'll give him the nerd, because his name's Zinc. He's petting his statues like a dork like me, so, you know, takes one to know one, buddy. But I'm not an ordinary rich man. I'm an art dealer, a rich seller of beauty. Mr. LeBlanc, what did you mean just now? Pardon? When you said that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the runabout. I have to explain? I already hate him. Unbelievable. I will say it once and only once. I do not have even a second to waste. Time is money, as they say. Yes, and yet you continue to blather on. Western European? I saw it. Yes, I did. I saw the victim go onto the elevator. Going down into the lounge. Oh, I hate this man. It was exactly at 6 o'clock. Wait a minute. 6 o'clock. Let's check the itinerary. That was the start of the movie. Uh-oh. Licensed. Look, they even put the movie poster in the background because it's when the movie started. That's some framing. And what's the significance of that time? At 6, he says. Wait, you saw him at 6? That's when the movie started. Why would you leave at 6? What's the matter, Edgeworth? He understands, I see. Mr. Attendant, what time did you discover the body? Well, it was a little after that patch of turbulence, so I would say around 6:15. Is nobody watching this movie? Hicks was his name, was it? And I say that man Hicks was killed in the 15-minute time span. Why is he being a detective? Oh god, I don't have Gumshoe, I have this guy. The only person in the lounge at that time was this prosecutor, yes. Uses his points. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time. Me too. I was watching the movie and enjoying a fine glass of grape juice. I was still eating, so I'm finished, see? He still hasn't finished. That food is insane. Look, he's got his orange Dreamcast. He's got a steak, a baguette, a sundae. Why do you have to eat on the plane? Alright, there's only 4 people on this plane. That's why it's so big. The other passengers have an alibi, so you have no problem with them, I suppose? How could you just sit there and eat steak? No compliance, I see. Not a single word against this, right? See, I could kind of give him the Russian, like, broken English accent. I have no way of discounting what you have put forth at this point, but it wasn't me. But the nerd is so easy for me to do. So you say, but do you have what you say? The evidence? This is a man of many accents. That's how we know he's such a phony, because he keeps changing the way he talks. But do you have what you say? The evidence? We give him both. Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all? Mr. LeBlanc, I suppose you are quite certain in what you saw, enough to give testimony? Of course, I was looking at that man the whole time. He was playing with that annoying little, small machine the whole time. Oh, it's not a Dreamcast, but another cake machine? A Dreamcast? Yes, that's what you people call it in English, yes? It was making me crazy with the click, click, click. From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer. What are you? Oh my god, these old farts. I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone. Oh. The Creamcast. I have to say that I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself. A simple cell phone? A laptop or organizer I could see, but that's kind of low budget. Well, Edgeworth, you'd be surprised. It is 2010 though. I hate that noisy little machine in his hand. Not a fragment of beauty, all it produces is ugly sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw. I hate this guy. Miss Teneiro. Yes? I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene. What? You want to examine the crime scene? If you would grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprit. I don't like the sound of that. Fox in the duck pen. Yes, I think that is how you say it in English. Fox in a duck pen? It's Fox guarding the hen house, and I believe my innocence was proven earlier. Well, when given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. Miss Teneiro, if you wait until we arrive, there is a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then. I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say. Ha, this should not be approved. Please, Mr. LeBlanc, in an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone. No, please wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I was waiting for the captain to be involved, because surely she's not, like, she shouldn't be the authority on what happens if a murder happens. You are not planning to erase evidence when you are doing your investigation, yes? Of course not. I gotta get his hand. How is he holding his hand like that? It's just, like, his fingers are just so down. Like, ow. Do you see it? Like, he's doing, like, a dog, like, shadow puppet hand. Of course not. Ha, we will see. He practices a lot. Look, he's still doing it. Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene. Wait a minute. She ran to the pilot, or the captain, and said, hey, Captain, there's a murder that happened. There's a prosecutor here who wants to investigate the crime scene. Is that okay? And the captain just quickly said yes. He didn't have questions. He didn't say, like, what do you mean there's a murder? Can I see it? Like, none of this. May I speak to this prosecutor? He's just like, yeah, fine, whatever. The captain said yes. What? Unbelievable. I am in your debt, Miss Teneiro. However, there is one condition. I am to supervise you. Can you agree to that? Of course. I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural as I am still a suspect in the case. Grrr. I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope this is reassurance enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to use T to talk. Oh, she's my new gumshoe. It's time to head to the scene of the crime, the first floor lounge. But I want to... Let's move, Miles, but I want to look at everyone and judge them. This guy's just has wine everywhere. I'm covering it, but you look, you can see how much wine he has. I'm sorry. Grape juice. Hey, his finger tabs for. I know it's all so detailed. Here, let's talk to you. Hey, miss, how about another glass? Excuse me, but I was wondering if you know anything about the murder. How about it? How about a glass together? He's just like a lush. I must decline. I wasn't talking to you. I was asking the cute attendant. I'm sorry. Look at him. He's appalled that nobody would ask him. Sorry, but I'm on the clock right now. 2,000 frames of character animation total for these 2 games, a small budget. That's a lot. And it shows. There's a lot of frames. But if you need a refill, I'd be happy to bring you another glass at any time. You got it, Toots. That's no way to talk to a lady. Aww. You're so chivalrous. Alright, kid. I'm here to judge. If I may have a word with you. This much steak. So awesome. That's great to hear, however. I would like to ask you a few questions. But he's like he made the steak. Why is he standing like that? I was here the whole time, so wouldn't know. Eat or speak, please pick one. Munch, munch, munch! I think he tries to eat. Yes, I can hear that. Alright, this kid's a little bitch. Will he call for those animation frames? Someone from SNK? Capcom putting in work. Like, we'll show you SNK. Oh my god, you have to play Ghost Trick. It's so good. Ugh. Don't get near me, you criminal. He said, don't get near me, you criminal. I am not the killer, and I intend to prove that starting now. But that's contrary to the facts. He says, but that's contrary to the facts. I can understand his English just fine, thank you very much. It's that note you have there. So is this where his stuff was? This was Mr. Hicks' seat. I don't see the machine Mr. LeBlanc was talking about. Perhaps it's in the elevator? Maybe. We should probably head down to the crime scene now. There's my stuff! It's my seat. Unfortunately, I didn't bring anything particularly useful for an investigation. It's as if I'm constantly prepared for such a thing to occur. Well, you should be! Because you're always dealing with murders. He's still finger gunning. Mr. Blanc seems to be protecting the gargantuan vase on the chair rather closely. Oh yeah, it's seatbelted in. Wait a minute. Does that mean... whatever is important is in that vase. Let's just break it. What to say, you attendant? I'm a professional flight attendant. As though there was such a thing as an amateur flight attendant. Oh, she's cute. She's sleepy. Excuse me, but may I have a word with you? Like, literally pointing through her. You there. If you need something, please ask Miss Rhoda over there, okay? What the? Hey, wake up, you! I'm terribly sorry that she's being so rude, Mr. Edgeworth. No need for you to apologize. I just find it hard to believe she's asleep on the job. Yeah, while standing. If I were her boss, I'd see to it her salary was cut so low that it was in the red. Oh my god, no, she's gonna get the gumshoe treatment. They're both hot. Do we have profiles? Use 28, 24, 62. God, I hate him. From N Europe Republic of Borginia. That's not near Australia. It says he is a wealthy art dealer, time obsessed. Beele Airlines flight attendant charged with taking care of first class. Oh, this is just first class? Okay. The victim was seen first class, like myself. How'd you find your meal to be, Mr. Edgeworth? Come to think of it, I forgot all about it. Must have been asleep or something. Oh, I'm terribly sorry! Let me prepare you something right away. She's so nice now that she doesn't think he's a killer. What are you apologizing for, Miss Teneiro? I failed in my professional duties by letting a passenger go hungry. Please help yourself. If you see anything to your fancy, feel free. I think I'll take my time later after I've solved this case. Thanks. Oh, that's so nice. In order to preserve the crime scene, I'm afraid the elevator is not in service. To get to the first floor lounge, you should take the stairs. Okay. There's a little jog. Whoa, this place is so fancy. Imagine we took the elevator still. Just, his body's just going up and down. I want to thank you for your help back there, Miss Teneiro. It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. Can we talk to him? I think it's the captain now. The captain's being suspiciously absent from this whole situation. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed one iota. I see. I will bear that in mind. I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that we reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress. Or making too much progress. Yeah, baby ground this airplane. I don't trust you, and neither does Wesker. We'll see soon enough if you did. Waiting for that line. I know, I can't tell if this woman hates me. And when we do, he asks that you please return to your seat at that time. So my time runs out at his and his crew's discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board? I don't think so. After every... Oh, sorry, he was still pointing. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, we made a thorough search of the plane. As for business he's still pointing. As for business and economy class, no one can move between these two classes in first class without a staff key card. Alright, this is feeling awfully, Resident Evil-y. Key cards? And we found no record of a key card being used at all. Which means that I have a first-class killer on my hands. Oh! At least I know that much for sure. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near this crime scene since the murder was discovered either. Are we sure? Somebody could have snuck through. Woo! Investigation time! Look, there's some tongs. There's so much to look at. Now then, let's get started. Where should we start from? Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statements. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself. Wait, I have to do his... Which would make me the prime suspect. He's so smug about it. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means that the killer was around somewhere. The clues point to where the killer could have been. Maybe they were in the elevator together. If we are to believe what you say is true, then yes. The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust. What or who is this? There's a bronze statue of the founder of Go-You Airlines, Mr. Ugo Hughes. It was him. Oh, he kind of looks like Robotnik. And... Well, really, and like Master Roshi. any old man with glasses. The one on the left is when he was in his 40s, and the other is him in his 80s. It's the same. Did the man age at all over those 4 decades? Maybe I need to squint more. No, don't squint, you'll get wrinkles. Yeah, this giant-ass piano on a plane. I hate these people. No, Nathan. Okay, let's start from the left. This road leads to the flight attendant's room. But please understand that it's off limits on unauthorized personnel. This room is giving off the scent of woman's perfume. One would think the perfume would smell great. However, to me, it simply smells. Not that I have any interest in what lies beyond this door. Why is he being weird? Perhaps we should return to the investigation, Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Sorry, I spaced out for a second there. I think he does like it. Is he? Is he fawning over the perfume? Are you okay, Edgeworth? He has official perfume merch, which I have to get, by the way. To get him in Phoenix's. No! Sorry, I accidentally... Why is he... He's only interested in Phoenix's perfume. That's what he's trying to say. These bottles and glasses must be broken by turbulence. There's quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful in passing through the area. Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, know that it does not clear up any suspicions I have about you. What's Edgeworth smell like? I think it was like, probably cinnamon. I don't know. No, one of the descriptions, like, it smells like justice or something. And, because I remember looking up the description, and me and my friend are like, what the hell does justice smell like? These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds, they tell me nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, you look like you're talking to the clouds. Is that so? Then tell me. What do you suppose I said to them? What the hell? I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation. The clouds, they tell me nothing. Why was that so deep? Looks like he's wearing like a VR headset. Alright, this is translated. So Phoenix is a gentle and clean water marine scent that gradually forms a scent of raspberries and peaches. Aww. And the Edgeworth says, elegant floral scent, reminiscent of the sharpness of logic and noble elegance. That's what I was thinking of. A vivid contrast between citrus at first and then flowers second, gradually forms a sweet scent of chrysanthemum. How sweet. Reminiscent of the freaking logic. I smell like logic. Noble elegance sounds bitter. Alright, I don't know why he's talking to clouds. Let's move on. Edgeworth's starting to freak me out. I think he's unstable. This grand piano is the pride of this plane. I can play the music in whatever CD we insert in the CD drive. No, it's not even real. That's not a piano. It's more like an overgrown music box. Ah, but its keys to press along with the music as though there really is someone playing it. Oh, well, that's fun. Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys. Stinky logic. No, it's nice smelly logic. It smells like logic. It smells like Edgeworth. Says the Steel Samurai fanboy, right? This toppled over chair, yet another victim of the turbulence. Ah, no! Look at all that grape juice staining the back. May not look it, but this chair was extremely valuable. It was? Yes, it was used when the Rocker Pals came to tour this plane. The Rocker Pals later sat in this very chair. The Rocker Pals? I'm sorry, but what are these Rocker Pals? I wish I could hear Edgeworth say Rocker Pals. I can't believe you never heard of them. They're all the rage. The Rocker Pals are an extremely popular international band. They added the Pals part as they became more popular, especially among teens. Why is he pointing constantly? Ah, that explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. You're so... Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later. Is Gumshoe about the music of today? On second thought, I can already see how confusing the conversation would get. Oh my god, Edgeworth. Gumshoe's the DJ. He knows music more than you, Edgeworth. Glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence. It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second. And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off. But the earthquake... But they're on a plane? I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake? Are we not on a plane? Not that I would know since I was unconscious for most of it. Oh, we got the footprinties going this way. It was Pyramid Head. Alright, what do we got here? What floor is this elevator service? Only the first and second, although it can also go down to the cargo holds. However, that requires a flight crew keycard. So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second, huh? Alright. But it could... But that's throwing us off on purpose because it could have went to the cargo holds. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Alright, this has been bothering me first. Is that the murder weapon? What is this sinister looking figure on the floor here? Oh, that's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Ugo. It's just one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop. A piggy bank? This bank is a limited edition and is so popular that we're down to our last one. You have an in-flight shop? That's a little weird. It's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment. So the footprints led to the store. But it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks' body was discovered. So the killer might still be beyond those bars. There's blood on here. Could this have been the murder weapon? Gonna get banned on Twitch. What now? Why are you gonna get banned on Twitch? Money is strewn all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks' wallet at some point. I bet she had the murder weapon in the box she has in her hair. That's probably true. I still don't think she did it. But that would be a good place to hide murder weapon, in your hair. No one would ever think to look in their hair. It's perfect. Alright. His hand? I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight. So Mr. Hicks, he's really dead? Yes. She's trembling, although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right here. Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes. I see she's over the trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks's head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. Wound on the back of Hicks's head suggests blunt force trauma, but what caused it? If his glasses are broken, no! His lanyard has something ripped off. I wonder what was hanging off his lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. Now, if I could just put my finger on it. Something's missing from the picture. The thing on the lanyard. There's something in his pocket. There's something sticking out of his pocket. Hope you won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. It's a picture. He's so miserable. Oh, is that a phone? That's the- oh, is that the phone in question? He was playing something on that phone. Also, why does he look so miserable? Byakuya, wake up. It looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere. Photo Mr. Hicks, data jotted down. Can we, like, deduce? Wait, so can we show what's our screen look like? Oh god, there's a lot. Alright, well I'm thinking this is the murder weapon. Eureka! High alert. Doing his dailies. I like how he has his phone on his lanyard though. A statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I think I figured something out. Yes, what is it? The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head. Well, are we deserving of the Master of the Obvious title? Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think it's worth investigating? It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon. Oh, I just knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection. Was he recording something, got caught and was killed to keep quiet? Based on that, on the phone thing? Maybe. We have to find out what happened to the phone. Perhaps Master of the Oblivious would be more befitting. Usually on display at the in-flight shop, found at the crime scene with blood on it. Do I have any more? What? Okay, I'm thinking they were in the elevator with him. True, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then that's a different story. If only I could prove that the killer rode the elevator with Hicks. So the logic is that we put it together, but then we still have to prove it. I thought that's like kind of the point of logic. Way easier to narrow down the killers in this than the main game so you can see everyone from the get-go. Yeah, it's probably just easy starting on. I can imagine they'll get harder later. Killer rode with elevator with Hicks. I don't think I have the evidence yet. Oh shit, I'm back. I don't think I have that yet. But I would like to deduce... Wait, can I? Can I deduce? Well, I want to show them the phone. Because there's like he's like, there's something missing. The spot's somehow connected to the evidence I hold. Yes. Mr. Hicks' machine is nowhere to be found. His machine? His cell phone, Miss Teneiro. Calling it a machine. So I guess it's because it's not here. Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it. Missing cell phone. Victim supposedly had one but has gone missing. Did the killer take it? What's on that phone? Oh, shoes? There's no grape juice residue on the soles of his shoes, making it highly unlikely that Mr. Hicks entered this elevator after the turbulence. So a pity that a bronze statue. Oh no, not the bronze statue. The statue of our founder, Mr. Hugo. Is that a hint of hero worshipping? I want to look at the footprints. It's the first thing I noticed. Or the gate. The inflight shop is just beyond these shutters. We don't have permission to open them, so I'm afraid I must leave them closed. There must still be clues to be found here in this lounge. I must remain ever vigilant. Yes! There's some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence. Oh, we must clean that up or someone might get hurt. Aha! What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I found some very important evidence. What is the important piece of evidence in the scene? The footprints! Present!
Take that!
Take that! What is it? They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree they're a set of footprints. So you think? Yes, these belong to our killer. Oh, then maybe we should check the shoe size of everyone in first class. I don't think that would be of any help to us. It would though, wouldn't it? Isn't that one of the first things they do when they see footprints? They like check for shoe sizes? Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match. But that's still like a pretty good gauge. Like, it's probably not the kid. That really tall guy with the wine obsession seems like he might have too long of feet. Imagine it lines up with Miles' shoes. Yeah, maybe, you know what, Miles, maybe it's a good idea that we don't check. Oh, I see. Eureka! Did we get everything? This could connect to this, because this would prove that there was somebody else in the elevator. Well, actually, this just proves that there was a fight outside the elevator. Can we close the door? Are these tongs of any use? I mean, we could try. I have a health bar. Yes! I have it! I always get so nervous though, because sometimes, like, again, with these games, it's like, you might know or like figure something out, but is it time for the game to know that too? You know? This one seems to be a little bit more free, like with its wording. So I'm even more like second guessing myself. I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth. I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder. What? Really? Yes, it's rather simple, actually. Do the hand signs. The proof is in the pudding, or rather the grape juice in this case. Oh, the footprint side being used to guess the height of the killer. Yeah, I feel like that's like one of the oldest tricks in the book. It's like before actual forensics, there's shoe prints. These footsteps here confess to me this very fact. That someone exited the elevator alive, and then they had a grape juice fight, and then one walked away and one died. But it's weird that it's in the back of the head. When you figure it out, but then in-court game forces you to lose until the last second. Right, and then it's just, and then there's like some sort of twist that Phoenix or something knows, and then that's when you can finally start presenting the evidence that you've known for like minutes. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person now. But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself? Teneiro, his shoes are clean. Absolutely not. But if you take a look at our victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless. Which means Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator. Grape juice. Spilt during the turbulence. Looks like footprints and something being dragged. We completed it! Yay! What's going on over there? Is there someone fighting? No! LeBlanc with his hieroglyphics again! Oh, she's awake! Unforgivable. This is unforgivable! Do you understand what I am saying? The movie is late. It is the same level of bad as if the plane arrived late. But the movie... What? I will not talk to you anymore. You are just wasting my time. What is the matter, Mr. LeBlanc? There's no emergency. Please return to your seat, sir. Do not tell me what to do. I need not to sit down. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you're innocent yet? What's it to him? You're not an authority. Oh, Miles power walking over here. If you would like, I would prove my innocence to you right now. What? Nonsense. Are we cross-examining him? His concerns the movie. Well, he's using a movie as like an excuse because he's definitely the killer. That's my guess. Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken? Not mistaken. Merely that there is room for doubt. I gotta turn my head this way. I'd be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more. Oh, don't ask him to speak. Fine, suit yourself. He's doing the Sailor Mars thing. You don't deserve to do that. We're cross-examining this freak. What I saw. I am certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. It was when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to the 6 and the 12. Are you sure it wasn't 12:30? The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge, yes? The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge, yes? Then you, the only person in the lounge at the time, must be the criminal. That doesn't make any sense, LeBlanc. The one-off weirdos. Like, the series would not be the same without them, so I love them in that regard. I'm just saying if I ever had to be, like, actually interact with them in person, I would hate them. Mr. LeBlanc's conclusions seem to make logical sense. After all, the only person in the lounge at the supposed time of the murder was me. So my eyewitness testimony, if you think you can destroy it, then come let me see. Hurry, do I look like a man who's having the time to wait for you? Oh, except for Jake. I love Jake. He's not a weirdo. Why is he so irritated? I'm the one accused of murder here. Because he wants to watch his movie. Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's account somehow, and fast. Setting the entire berry circus on fire. I want nothing to do with them. I think we should keep the Trillo doll and give it to somebody else who's not a weirdo, because maybe he'll be, he could be funny. All right, what he saw. I'm certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator.
Hold it!
Hold it. Mr. LeBlanc, were you able to get a good look at this inside the elevator at the time? Of course, I saw what was inside. And you are sure that the victim was in the elevator alone? Yes, the only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man. This last outburst is a bit too important to go. Oh, hold on, maybe I should focus on that. I'm certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. The only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man. Okay, we know there was a second person, but he's saying the only person.
Hold it!
So what's that about? Was he really alone? Of course, I will bet even 1 cent. Cheap ante for a cheap testimony. But if that's how you want to play it, I'll happily take your 1 cent. It was when the needles... Should I show him the footprints? Because he's definitely was alone. Or was not alone. It was when the needle... Alright, so he thinks it's 6:30. Or 6. I assume the pocket watch in this case is the one you keep checking. Is that correct? Oh, you noticed. It's very expensive antique, I will have you know. The feeling is wonderful when I fully wind it up by hand. Does look very well designed and quite classy. We'll have to charge you if you want to touch it. That's quite alright. Let's continue with your testimony. What a cheap man you are. Now return to me the time you wasted back to me. What? And if we must, I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator at 6 o'clock. Alright, like how he circled around himself. Think LeBlanc would be too obvious a murder. On the other hand, he has minor anger management problems. Yeah, maybe he's not responsible for this murder, possibly other murders. Body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge.
Hold it!
What do you mean? It's true that I found the victim's body at 6:15. And that's when I found the two of them as well. You see, it all matches my testimony. Then you, the only person in the lounge at that time, it must be the criminal.
Hold it!
This is the most mistaken way of thinking I've ever heard of. He doesn't have a voice. No, your silly opinion is what is mistaken. Please calm down, the both of you. In a sense, you are both mistaken. Well, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle black, then I don't know what is. So sassy. I spy a little hole in his words. Well, I'm guessing it'd be cool if they gave him a Borginian hold it. I wish that they would give him some voices. Miles pointed this one out. Was he really alone? 1 cent. I think I'm just gonna present the footprints.
Objection!
Oh, I thought the music was still playing and I got it wrong. Mr. LeBlanc. What is it? There's a very glaring contradiction in your testimony. What do you mean? Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. I feel like this is not conclusive enough to know that there was another person, because this, like, for all we know, there was just a person outside the elevator, and then they got into a little tussle and then he left. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with Miles or anything, but I'm just saying I feel like this isn't strong enough. Yes, and will you admit you also spilled it with blood? No, it spilled itself during the turbulence. But the interesting thing here is the set of great footprints. Footprints? Yes, the ones that lead from within the elevator onto the lounge itself. It's evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive. Oomph. Conjecture attorney. This is his profession. He excels at circumstantial evidence. I definitely support it though. I agree with everything you're saying, Miles. There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth? Is he cussing at me? Oh, a certain attorney has absolutely rubbed off on him. Can you please translate for us? Oh my god, her face! Okay, everything about this woman. No way. That's totally impossible, I guess is what he said. No way, that is totally impossible. I know there was no other person in there. I saw with my own eyes. If you want to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us. I suppose she's right. He doesn't seem to be lying. But then what does it mean? What about this contradiction? Mr. LeBlanc, please, just once more, will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me? Got another one? I think they allow the outfits to be like that. Well, the captain is clearly, like, he doesn't give a shit. So I don't think he's checking for outfits to be actually uniform. He's like, here's your uniforms, wear them however you want. They're not standardized. I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me. I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. But I swear there was no one else inside. No one! No one! Or the captain saw them and he's like, looks fine by me. But then that's sexual harassment. So we should probably fire the captain. Mr. LeBlanc, if you would please calm down. I know we need to meet this captain. He probably is the murderer. What? Dare you to? What? Dare you to have an issue with my eyewitness testimony? Ah, no, not at all. Please forget I said anything. Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. But I can't let this testimony stand as the truth. Rebuttal. He is sweating. Ew. I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. He was upset.
Hold it!
So are you still upset now? I am always upset. The only time I am not is when I have a piece of art in my hands. Surprisingly easy to believe that about him. But I was even more upset when Mr. Hicks walked by me. I was always checking the time over and over again. He was always checking it? Why were you so attentive to the time? Because something unforgivable was happening. A movie? Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier. I was giving a complaint to the attendant about the movie starting time. Return back to me my time in money. You understand the point. Wait, did he hate the movie? Movie? Is he talking about the inflight one that's mentioned in the magazine? Because that went from 6 to 8. So it is a summary of the planet's start time. Interesting. So they were supposed to show License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. Cannot see that movie in my country. You can you can only see on international flights. I looked forward greatly to that movie. So I checked my pocket watch wherever possible so I would not miss it. Yeah, what the hell? This flight is bad. It's clearly very expensive. There's only one movie. They don't even play it. I even set my pocket watch to destination time when I came on board. So my watch is not wrong. It matched the schedule. Wait, but to the destination time? His watch could still be wrong. But the movie was still late. It's very, very late.
Hold it!
The average Spirit Airlines experience. At least Spirit Airlines, you pay for, it's like $20. This probably costs like $2,000 minimum. Your pocket watch. I'd like to ask you a little more about it, if that's alright. The movie I wanted to see would not start, so I checked my pocket watch many times.
Hold it!
So this movie you mentioned, is it the one listed in the magazine? Yes! I was so looking forward to watching License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. Miss Teneiro, was this movie shown on this flight? Yes, it was shown at the scheduled time. Isn't it possible you simply slept through it by accident? Okay, so they did play it. So his watch is wrong. Nonsense, you doubt me? No, now stop pointing at me like that. Odd. How did you miss a movie that I was clearly hoping to see? I checked my maybe, is it broken? I checked my pocket watch a great number of times. That must I know for sure. And they were all wrong. They're set to your destination's time. Yeah, don't sponsor me, Spirit Airlines. I refuse.
Hold it!
You're sure about what you just testified, Mr. LeBlanc? Yes, of course. I am a very busy man. I am immediately busy when I land. I have many places to go. I have no time to waste adjusting my pocket watch. I see. That was a very valuable statement you just made. Flatter me all you want, but you will not get 1 cent out of me. That's alright. All it requires this piece of testimony. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me.
Hold it!
Oh, since you only happened to see him, it's possible that you missed something in that glance. It's weird to see the text and not hear the hold it. I feel like I did something wrong. Even if I only happened, I did not miss a thing. And how can you be so sure? Just because. I would appreciate if you didn't take my life so lightly. With a simple just because. Well then I was only making a joke. I saw Mr. Hicks, alright? I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. Oops.
Hold it!
Possible that someone was hiding inside. What? You dare insult me? I have belief in my eyesight. I look for art to sell. I am told often I have great sight for the arts. I think the phrase you were looking for was great sense, although that's debatable. But isn't it possible someone was just outside of your line of sight? You are persistent, I tell you. I looked clearly. I swear there was— oh god damn, I clicked too fast. Because I tried to like make the line go faster, but then I ended up just skipping it. I honestly don't think he's lying. I don't think he's lying either. But I think he might be mistaken about something. Mistaken? Yeah, so I'm gonna correct his mistake. Recollection with evidence. Yeah, we know, Miles. We know. It's all you do. Okay. This is weird. Setting your to your destination time is not... How long has the flight been going? Oops. Oh, all times shown correspond to your departure time zone. Okay, well that helps. I was ready to try to look for some schedule, but
Objection!
he's just... Mr. Blanc, you said this just now in your testimony. Oh, it's the Castlevania song again. Now, if your watch has been set to our destination's time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination. Yes, and the correct time is worth... it's 6 cents. I would like you to take a look at this. If you believe the Sky magazine, clocks on this flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Dude, it's probably like 2 when it happened. Of course, the movie scheduled was also created with that in mind. Alright, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now? Well, we made a short stop at the transfer point. That's right. It was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Jangfa. But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at the time. So right now we are still running on Borginian time. Did we all come from there? Start the next case? Oh no, I'm only doing half streams. Half Ace Attorney streams. The time difference between Borginia and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch should be out of sync with the schedule. Oh my god! See his teeth? Also, I thought this case was longer. Ugh. Further, with your analog watch set to your destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks. It also changes everything about your testimony. Which means he's wrong about everything. Do you see his teeth? He looked like he had camel teeth or something. You can bet 1,000,000 cents on that. In light of this information, it means you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 a.m. That does change everything. There they are again! $1,000,000 cents! He got hit with the income. This should clear up all the remaining accusations. Okay, I don't... This basically widens the time frame for the time of death, right? Look, she's still asleep. Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim earlier at the elevator at 3 a.m. Means that the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6. It's like you put him behind the jet engine. I know, right? The question now is where Mr. Hicks during that span of time, what was he doing? Somebody opened the plane exit door and put his face right into it. I've got something to say. And you are? Yeah, oh. I'm Cammy Meele, and I just made tea! Cammy Meele, and I'm a flight attendant. Oh my god, she is so... She's so high. Look at her. And what is it you wish to say? Well, I think your story is a little different from how I remember it. What do you mean, Cammy? We got a Cammy in this game. I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know. She's on another plane. She's on another planet, yeah. Another plane, another planet. What? How can you be so sure of the time? Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point. I need to see Captain Ugo. Where is he? Is this her theme song? We need to meet this mystery man. Ah, the stop we made for refueling and cargo transfer to Jangfa, correct? Yes, it was from 3 to 5 a.m. according to our clocks. Wait, so they refilled when he was already dead? I don't know if I believe anyone. And during that time, did any of the passengers leave or did any new ones board this flight? Oh, it's called Good Night. Fitting, because she's sleeping. No. Not a single person got off or on in Zhangfa. What about the flight crew? The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off. Look at her! Oh man. Where's that top part of your coat? It's kind of stressing me out. But eventually everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back on the plane. So basically I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. Interesting. I should keep that in mind. Alright, so we're all the same here. Refueling a Zhangfa data jotted down my organizer. You're telling me Cammy Meele is Cammy Meele? Wowie. Although she's lazily draw-faced. I know, look, so does the other flight attendant. They kind of have like jagged lines. But hers, it's like especially funny with her. Make some tea. I made tea. My voice needs it. Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell you Mr. Acme Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. So he was there at 5 a.m.? I feel like this music reminds me of like... It's very like storybook, like playing Chocobo Racing when you're meeting the Moogle for the first time. Alright, then that puts the time of the murder between 5 and 6:15. We were back to 6:15. Okay, now what time did you come down to the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth? I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of Zhangfa. Ah! Uh-oh! You were here the whole time from 5, yes? Then you are the only one who could be the killer. Mr. Edgeworth, were you really here in this lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onwards? Unfortunately, yes. But then how do you explain the footprints? Is that not obvious? Dude, go back to your seat! You are not helping! This man waited for Mr. Hicks here in the lounge, waited to kill him. What does this guy, he doesn't know, do you not know who we are? We're Miles Edgeworth. We've done this way more times than you have. Sit the fuck down. I hate him. And then he put the corpse in the elevator. That is when the turbulence happened. My eyewitness testimony has been mistaken. You think this guy's just wearing a cravat just because he wants to? No. Well, what time I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator, the second floor, does not matter. Because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge. Everything happened in this lounge? Oh, is that really what you believe, Mr. LeBlanc? Why do you believe that? What? Do you have another idea? I simply feel that there is something out of place in the scenario you presented. Is there something that can tie this crime to a location other than this lounge? Would it be the store? Because that's the only place we have like... Well, we haven't inspected it yet.
Take that!
Dude, we're getting a lot of mileage from these footprints. These footprints. In which direction do you think they're headed? That would be the in-flight shop. Oh, that's Teneiro. The in-flight shop. Correct. They are headed in the direction of the shop. Let's go! But they look disconnected. They end all of a sudden. You are right to point out that they do not form one continuous trail to the shop. However, there is another piece of evidence that connects the shop to our crime scene. Besides the footprints, what else? Oh, this! Usually on display at the in-flight shop, found at the crime scene. The murder weapon!
Take that!
Take that! The murder weapon, this little piggy bank, is sold at the in-flight shop. It is sold there and only there, and it is not displayed here in this lounge. Oh! How then? Did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious? Yeah, if the killer's gonna drag something elsewhere, like, he wouldn't take the murder weapon too. God, what a bad killer. Whoever it is. Such a trivial point. It only means you prepared it, taking it from the shop first before coming here. Does it prove you're innocent at all? Is there no way to win with this man? That's... If I may, Teneiro's saving us! Wait, seriously, like every time Edgeworth is frustrated about something, it's like, real rich coming from you. We've had to deal with you before. She did say you could go to the cargo. Right, and I'm waiting for the secret that they took. Because what's her name? Cammy Meele could have definitely been asleep or sleepwalked or something. Use the key card and then have it be done in the cargo hold or something. If I may, what is it? You see, well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says. Oh, and why do you know this so well? Well, it's just that piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw with my own eyes. And when was this? It was maybe around 5:40 a.m. Isn't that just before we hit that patch of turbulence? That's right. Exactly 5:40. You were in the shop just before the turbulence? Yes, I was. Come to think of it. Miss Teneiro, when I found the body, I believe you came out of that door. Yes, I did. And what is beyond that door? Are we checking it? I would like to check. I would like to check this. What's the flight? That's the flight attendant's room. I want to check the cargo, the flight attendant's room, and then the store. Then you were on the first floor? Yes. I had to do something at the shop and in flight attendant's room. Like hide a murder weapon? So I went to the shop first and then to the flight attendant's room. Are you saying you passed by me at some point? Yes, you seemed really into the issue of Sky magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by. I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was. Okay, where's your skirt? It's there. She's got hyper small. Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there. Why did you go to the shop in the first place? Wait, okay, hold on. So it was there at 5? So she went to 5:40 and the piggy bank was there. So that just narrows it down even more. So Edgeworth was there at like 5:40, piggy at store. So it's between 5:40 and 6:15 then, because that's when Miles went to check. Alright, we're narrowing it down. Why did you go to the shop in the first place? Look, I'm actually writing notes. I went there for a work-related matter. Work, you say? Yes, the upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities. Why did you not say anything about that till now is what I want to know. In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well. Shall we head over there then? Hold it. Hold it. What is it now? He got afraid of her. Look at it. Look at the shot. He's just afraid of her. Like, what's with that smile? That's me smiling at all my favorite characters, and that's how all my favorite characters respond to me. What is it now? Aren't you forgetting something, Miss Rhoda? They did, but like... Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop? No, I haven't forgotten. But I've already asked him for my permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're all right. Huh? That's weird. What is it? What is it, you freak? The captain. Captain's probably dead too, is my guess. Well, I just talked to the captain. Oh, did you? And he said that he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all. What? I knew she came back too fast. What is the meaning of this, Miss Teneiro? It means she's lying. Go on. Admit that you are. You said you had permission to search all over, but you don't, and yet here you are. You, flight attendant, what are you trying to pull? Pull the sheep over us? I think she's in a dream right now. She's just sleepwalking. Ignore her. The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda. Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way. Miss Teneiro, why would you do such a thing? Please excuse me. Looks like I get to be in charge now. No! Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth. If you would follow me, I will be your guide from now on. There's something about Miss Teneiro that has piqued my curiosity. But right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority. I gotta hang out with this psycho? Of course, Cammy, completely understandable. No, I don't- she's already asleep! Alright, let's check the shop. Whoa! Okay, well there's been a break-in. There's another dead body in one of those suitcases for sure. So this is the in-flight shop. It's quite a mess in here. You think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then, teehee. Hey! Hold on! You can't clean up a potential crime scene. Oh my god, in her face. Oh, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much. I mustn't brush things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at the crime scene. There's a very good chance that the killer had paid this place a visit. Alright. Oh my god, it's a mess. There are flowers. Let's start from the left. Flowers on the floor. Beautiful flowers in a beautiful arrangement. I feel cleansed just by looking at them. Well, you're kind of stepping on a few of them, you know, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, excuse me. Don't step on the flowers! Yeah, switching the investigation partners around is a nice touch. But it, like, makes me uncomfortable. I never truly feel like I'm, safe. Just, Miles never feels safe. Oh, excuse me. Step on the flowers. She's so high, she wouldn't even remember murdering anyone. It was probably her. She's like, what? When did I kill him? What are you talking about? Please safe with Cammy. What do you mean there's nothing to worry about? I don't trust her! Inside this display case is a row of lifesavers and life vests for sale. For sale? Isn't that required part of being on a plane? That they give you a life vest for free? Like, it's attached to your seat or whatever? We sell a lot of those when there's some kind of accident or something. But some people buy them even when there's nothing going on. How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? Care to buy one? I sense that this shop is one shopper away from being sued. Right? Did you pay for the deluxe edition life vest? Those ones guarantee your safety. The standard edition life vests are free. They don't even work, but they're there. Polished wooden floors, 10,000 feet in the air. There's no way this plane exists. Like, look, I can suspend my disbelief a lot for these games, but this plane, it's where I draw the line. Also, look at the reflection in the floor. It looks so nice. Oh, she carries around little teddies. Stuffed toys, just like the one Ms. Meele is holding, are on display here. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly. How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? You know you want one too. The way she, like, flings it around. They're great for when you're stressed. Why do I envision stuffed animal abuse when she says that? The glass from this display case door is shattered all over the floor. Looks like there's nothing on display inside either. Wait, actually, I think there is something. What's this? A mini captain's hat? For the bear? Oh, they already come there. Wait, mini captain's hat? Like, are we talking... Did she rip off a mini captain's hat? Tiny captain's hat, I swear I've seen one of these before. Does it belong on this thing? Sorry, I don't know where to put my camera in this game. It kind of like has to be on this side though, because I'm turning this way. Anyway, you just have to know the murder weapon's there. Alright, I think these go together. That's my guess. Yay, Eureka! Yeah, there's no good place to put it, right? That probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Let's give it a go and see. By God, it fits! Wow! I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from the display case. Good afternoon. I also love Ace Attorney. Does this mean the killer broke the glass to get at it? Captain Hugo piggy banks ate updating my organizer. Culprit must have shattered the display glass to take it. Why is there no... Well, I guess they could have been wearing gloves. They just, like, shoved their hand in there and then pull it back. No blood. Really? Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in this shop. Well, I don't. Miss Rhoda is in charge of this place. So, come on, how should I know anything? I sense that further inspection of this display case is needed. Yes, let's further inspect it! Employee wouldn't need to break it. Unless they wanted it to look suspicious. Ah, there's a wide selection of souvenirs for sale in these display cases. You know what I'd suggest? Sorry, but I have no intention of buying souvenirs on this trip. Okay, then how about you buy something for me then, as a present? Whoa! I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you anything. Oh. But I've had my eye on that pendant for such a long time. I think she's just stealing from her employers. Try paying some attention to me when I ask you something and then we'll talk. Wow. Can we inspect this? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious. Alright, we got... The glass on this door is broken. Perhaps it was the killer who broke it in order to get the piggy bank? But it's a bit odd that the inside of the case is so devoid of glass shards. Plus the glass broke rather cleanly. Ah! What is it? I touched the glass and it cut my finger. It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth. It hurts. Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own. He's not gonna baby her. For security, there's a lock on this display case. Yeah, so why did the glass break the other way? Let's see, hear me out. I think the statue from the inside became sentient and broke out like Shadow the Hedgehog. Punched its way out. And it's lost its hat in the process. Then it went to go kill that guy on his own. Miss Meele, if I may ask you something about this lock. Yeah, he just became Chucky. The one who's in charge of the shop is Miss Rhoda, so... Does Cammy do anything and it's just Rhoda? She's got the keys to all the display cases. I see. Oh, I bet you want to buy something. Do you want me to go get the key from her? No, that's alright. Smuggling drugs in her bear. Go You Airlines related books line the shelf. The history of Go You Airlines. The future of Go You Airlines. The 7 wonders of Go You. Fight on, you Go You Airlines. So it's hard to read because I keep wanting to read it as you go. Go You Airlines. Working name, You Go Airlines. You Go You. Is he reading these out loud? The titles make it very clear that they won't be making the top sellers list anytime soon. Just judgmental. Somebody worked hard to make those titles. Now I sound like Meele. What's this gonna sound like when my voice dies? Is this the same man as the one portrayed by the statues around the elevator? Yeah, that's a paperweight of the founder of Go You Airlines, Mr. Ugo Hughes. On the bottom shelf we have the cute one, the middle shelf is the realistic one, and on the top shelf, that's the floral version. Floral? Are you sure about that? Yeah, they're just like, it's just a flower and a swan. Let me guess, you just said the first thing that came to your mind, right? Looks like hit the bullseye. There's a lot of typos. Alright, what can we deduce? Can we put any logic together? We ain't got nothing. Red bugs still never stop being funny. Dude, when I was wearing the Miles cosplay yesterday, and I was just randomly drinking this, like, Miles being a huge Wolverine fan would be really funny. Alright, I think I've summoned everything, right? Summoned? Examined. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? I don't know, is it? Wait, what is this one? Melee's testimony. Ekby Hicks was there in his seat when we took off at 5 a.m. Oh man, my voice is dying. Let's freaking go. Alright, so he was there in his seat when we took off. That's not related. Well, the only thing that matters is this. Found the crime scene, culprit must have shattered the display glass to take it?
Eureka!
We already have the confirmed. There's definitely something very unusual about this. About what? If the killer had broken the glass to get the Captain Ugo bag. Oh yeah, the glass would be pushed in. There should be shards of glass inside the case itself. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that. However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case. No, there isn't. Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence. Right through the glass. Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor. I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at that time, too. That's nice. Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Captain Ugo bank from her after the turbulence. Yo, that plane, it's shaking. The plane shook so much during it that it made a huge mess of the shop. Taking out its display case and in-flight shop after the turbulence. She's asleep! Oh my god! Take your power naps on your own time, Miss Beele. Listen to what I'm talking. When I'm talking. What? But the murder- he's just continuing. But the murder occurred before a turbulence. Which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon. So you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake? I don't know. I don't know, Miles. I don't know if I agree with this. Yes, at this point, that is a very real possibility. But then what if when the killer went to take Captain Ugo, they broke the glass by accident? The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely. Yeah, but there's one person who could have. Oh, and who would that be? Miss Rhoda, of course. She's trying to pin it on her too much. She keeps saying, like, Rhoda's got the key, blah, blah, blah. I don't even think... Well, it's... The captain's allowing her to wear this uniform, so it's all him. Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything. Miss Rhoda Teneiro, huh? Yeah, I'm definitely thinking it's her. She keeps pinning it on Rhoda, and then Rhoda's pinning it on me. Poor Miles. Did we have everything? What's this? Is it glasses? Because the turbulence too. Did we investigate it all? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, I didn't even inspect the loudest things in this room. Oh, those are our company's completely original line of suitcases. They're practically flying out the door. That's how popular they are. Sorry, I forgot it was Meele and not Teneiro. Hi, Crazy Buns. They're practically flying out the door. That's how popular they are. You should buy one and see how you'd like it. You won't regret it. Perhaps that's how things work on this flight, but in the real world, you try, then buy. No way, but either way, it doesn't really matter. There's definitely dead bodies in there. It is an objection hoodie, yeah. I got it from Insert Coin. True, either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they've boarded the plane, right? That drives me insane when I go to airports and I see like this giant luggage store. Like, I'm already here with my luggage. Why do I need to buy one at the airport? That drives me nuts. Your mom does that because she overpacks? Why does she continue to pack at the airport though? To fill with souvenirs? But why aren't you buying luggage before you get to the airport is my point. The only excuse that I can see people having is if you're hiding a body. If you're gonna buy all this stuff though, you know you need it beforehand. Exactly. Because also, the reason why that doesn't make sense, like, Nick, with buying, with like bringing souvenirs to an airport is because the suitcase stores are after TSA. It's after you checked in your bags. It's after you go through like the, you know, the security and all that. So you're like, that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't make any sense for you to bring in stuff just in order to buy a suitcase after you go through TSA. Like, you buy a suitcase before you go to the airport, put in your new souvenirs, and then you check in your new bag. Better if your suitcase breaks. Okay, that I'll get. Like, if your suitcase just breaks down at the airport, and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta get a new one. All right, that's the only excuse I see. All right, the only excuses I've heard so far is if your suitcase breaks, or if you need to hide a dead body. Anyway, all right, we found out the only two ways. True. Either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they boarded the plane? That's even worse. After boarding a plane is even worse. Anyway, go you. Anyway, see that? Just look at all that Captain Ugo's head painted on there. Cute company mascot, isn't he? They're painted on with a lot of care. Doesn't he look like he's about to jump out at you? I don't see anything. It is certainly making something jump inside my stomach. Question mark? You look like you really wanted to get one. And I thought I was gonna finally make my first sale, but you saw right through it. Glad that's done, though. Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay? But I never showed any interest in it to begin with. Teehee. It really is pretty horrible, isn't it? You want to know something? This suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda. Miss Teneiro designed this? Yeah, it was a company-wide contest. Well, it does have a very sharp design sense. Haha, sharp? Like stinky sharp cheddar, maybe. I really have no idea why the bigwigs decided to go with it. It's so bleh. Miss Teneiro designed this, did she? I definitely would have expected her to design it either. Because this design's horrible and she's so like, put like normal. Try to kill him! You okay? I'm fine. Please watch yourself, Miss Meele. Wait, was that turbulence? It just looked like he was being chased by it. Letting a suitcase freely roll around has got to be a safety violation. There's a dead body in there! Plane shaking caused it to roll. In-flight suitcase displays can be hazardous. Here, I'll put it back. She's not even gonna lock the wheels or anything. If I start paying attention, are we on a plane? We are. I don't know much about the shop. You can still ask me about whatever. Oh, I'm good. Alright, so we have the suitcase now. Alright, what do we got? Turbulence. Suitcase. Turnabout suitcase. Yes, there is definitely something wrong here. You're asleep. What's with the sudden yelling? He still thinks he's in court. Tell me, Ms. Meele. Don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases? Oh, well, sure. They totally ooze strange. Like, the color and the such. That's not what I'm talking about. Now pay attention. Ah, you're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper. Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? But I guess they take after their creator, hee. Again, that's not what I meant, Miss Meele. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Never mind. I'd sooner find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Upon closer inspection, they really are quite hideous. Yeah. Teehee. I wonder how Ms. Rhoda would have reacted if she heard what you just said. Oh, is she eavesdropping? What's wrong? She makes a good point. It would be wise of me to watch what I say out loud. No, she has no idea what's going on. I love her for it. What's this? I spotted something that's not quite right. What is so unusual about the suitcase? Is it the wheels not being locked? Because this one is. It's like the second thing I noticed when it started going insane is like, are they not locking the wheels? Alright, spot the difference. The only difference is the wheels.
Take that!
There's something very peculiar about these wheels. Huh? As in? As in? There are no stoppers in place on these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying. Does that mean they were used more recently? I feel like I'm starting to talk like her. It's too much fun to talk like Meele. And so it is very likely that the suitcase was placed here after we hit the turbulence. It's just so comfortable. I wish I think my new personality type is gonna be Meele. Let's take a closer look, shall we? What, the wheels? Open it. It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take. It's gonna be a dead body. It's gonna. Oh, not quite, but close. A piece of cloth. Is that grape juice or blood? Oh, it's actually blood. Thanks to Luke. I'll wear it with pride. Cammy Meele. I like that name, Cammy Meele. And it's soaked with blood. Oh, it's blood. It appears that the suitcase is very strongly tied to our murder after all. Woo! We did it. So explain this to me. What does this suitcase have to do with the murder? I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used the suitcase in some manner. Such as to move something, perhaps? A dead body? Well, that's not true, because the only dead body is in the elevator. But aren't you just talking about the cloth, then? That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking of. The thing I believe the killer used this suitcase to transport is... Okay, well, it's not the dead body. What's the... The only thing that's... Is it the phone? Is it the phone? Because the only thing that... Like, you can't transport the body. The other murder weapon is there. The only thing that's gone missing is the phone. Is it the phone? Miss Beele, wake up! Huh? Did you say something just now, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean, I don't know, but I don't think that's it. I mean, I don't think it is either. I'm just seeing if you're awake. My real explanation begins now. Is she really asleep? She's such a mystery. Oh, wait a minute. Did he die actually a while ago? Okay, did he die? Let's say he died at midnight and like somewhere else. And then via suitcase, he moved him back to his seat to make him look like he was still there, like Weekend at Bernie style. And then later, so like after 5 a.m., they wheeled him back to the elevator. I don't know. That's overly complicated. Because I'm thinking the money being thrown about like this is pretty suspicious and like weird. Makes you think that like he died here and there was a struggle. But what if that's just because that's like what fell out of the suitcase? Like we're gonna, oh my god, like we're gonna find a receipt. It has to be him.
Take that!
Something that would fit inside a suit. Look, I told you guys, the only two things that you fit in a second suitcase is a dead body. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it? Go use suitcase. Alright, this was used to transport the body. It was designed by Teneiro. Front side of suitcase's beautiful pattern has been soiled by blood. But, in light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else. Which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location. Where was that then? You always pack a dead body when you travel? Maybe don't admit that. So you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here, just left? But also me too. Exactly. So where did they die? What is it? Nothing. Just that I was thinking about what Miss Rhoda said about coming here for something. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. Who's this? Is it the captain? Oh, it's Teneiro. Uh-oh. She's gonna kill me. I wanted to give you a bit more time. But I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. There is no captain. He's probably dead too. I think Cammy killed him. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he's allowed you ample time. He says that he'd appreciate if you could wrap it up here and return to your seat. I understand his sentiments, however, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. If I must stop, then I insist I be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course. If that's your only condition, that I believe we can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way that I can, Mr. Edgeworth. Sounds like fun. We can camp out and watch over everything together. I found proof that the real crime scene was not in the lounge. And I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. And yet, regarding what Miss Meele reminded me about Miss Teneiro, I can't allow my investigation to end here. The truth must come to light. Oh my god. Yeah, no, his hands are really big. That's how all the men are in this game. All their hands are huge. They definitely have Street Fighter 5 proportions specifically. Like 4. To be continued? Well, I guess that makes sense. He was giving like the quick little rundown. We did it! I don't want to stop though. I have to rest my voice so I don't. But I think this is a good place for an actual recess. I don't know, guys. Is there a dead body in that suitcase? Was there a dead body in that suitcase? I still think the murder weapon is the piggy bank, and I still think it's Meele. Personally, I don't think it's what's his name anymore. LeBlanc. It's not LeBlanc. I think it's Meele. I think the captain is still dead. I think Teneiro killed the captain. Basically, it's all a shit show, but tune in next time. We'll figure it out.